My name is Godswill Ugwa.
And I'm Josellie Rios.
And this is One Piece at a Time. We're your hosts, and in celebration of the One Piece anime's 20th anniversary, this podcast will explore each episode of this beloved franchise from the perspective of a seasoned One Piece fan and a first-time watcher.
We are social media producers at Funimation, and we can't wait to dive into this week's episodes. So join us on this adventure starting right now.
All right, we are back for episode 19. One more episode until we get to the big 2-0. Last episode, on episode 18, we were in the middle of a bunch of filler, but it was still a fun episode. You had to check it out. We had another guest on, Walter Parrington. He's a senior video editor at Funimation, doing all the trailers. And then we talked about two different adventures, which was Zenny and the Goats, and then the Rainbow Mist, which had a bunch of time travel, weird stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So now we're on episode 19 of the podcast. We're going to be talking through anime episodes 144 through 151, and we're going to be going to a big new spot. So we're going to go to Mocktown. There's going to be a lot of big world building type of stuff that happens at the end. Some big, huge moments are about to happen. I'm really excited to hear what your ideas are on this.
So let's start with episode 144. Caught Log, the king of salvagers, Masira.
It starts off where the last episode ended. A giant ship was falling on them, right?
Yep, an upside down ship.
So it just never stops changing up like what you think One Piece is going to be. As soon as you're like, oh yeah, there's One Piece. I mean, although the last episode we just talked about was time travel.
Yeah.
You don't really, and going through a different dimension, you never really get used to that, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought was like, did this ship come from the past?
I mean, I think that
happened?
would be a good observation, but no, it's something super different where the ship is falling from the sky. They decide to go look into the ship. They decide to go underneath and dive to the ship, which is, a pretty good handy invention from Usopp, like some underwater
barrels.
diving, right? Exactly, right? They pump in some air to the barrels.
And it's hilarious because Luffy's barrel is different, right? Because the other guys, they just have like the barrel on top of them, but their feet are in the water, right? But Luffy's covered because he can't touch water or he'll go like
smart
that.
Guy, Back, whenever someone says Usopp's useless, I point to things like this. I'm like, hold up. If it wasn't for him, who knows if we would have got this. So they go down. They are able to find a few things. They find a map. They find some pictures. They find some armor. Nami thinks most of it's useless. But good old Robin, another reason I like Robin. She is just always on it. Like everything that she said like throughout this whole podcast chunk, I was like,
Yes.
She's cool.
She uses her archaeological knowledge and gives us some very good insights through this whole batch of episodes, I feel.
Another boat comes through, a bigger boat. Which has a giant monkey on its mast. And
they're yelling.
Yeah.
Savage!
It's like, what? Yeah, like honestly, this part shocked me again because I forgot about this part. I was like, oh.
It was so funny
these
because
guys.
at first I didn't understand what they were saying because I don't know, it doesn't have subtitles, right? So
unfortunately.
They were yelling salvage and I was like, are they yelling savage? Are they yelling?
Salmon?
Yeah, what are they yelling and why?
Savage, right? Yeah, salvage, like Masira, the king of salvagers, comes through. This giant monkey guy. Honestly, I don't know what Masira is. I don't know if he's, there's like a monkey species. They said that they're human.
They say that they're humans, but later on, when they reach Cricket, they call them monkey guys.
Yeah.
So, and they don't mind. I'm guessing if they were human.
Yeah, they would be like, hey, man. We're humans, right? But I don't know. I have no clue.
But then that's Luffy.
Yes.
So, I don't know if Luffy's just being Luffy and calling them whatever he wants.
Right? Yeah, being rude, right? But, I mean, although they look like monkeys, right?
They do look like
and they have a giant monkey on their mask. So it's
and
not
bananas.
My fault. Exactly, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, the way that they salvage themselves is, like, they have a giant monkey, like a clapping monkey toy that goes underwater that pulls things up.
Yeah, if they're not monkeys, they are really trying very hard to make us believe that they are.
I know, right? I think maybe they just like fell deep into it and they're just like, you know what, screw it. I can't change the way I look. We're just gonna go with it. YOLO. Which I think is the best way to live, Like if that's how you look, if that's who you are, go with it. Do it.
And it's hilarious because then these guys come over and they say that they're gonna salvage the ship and that it's theirs because they're,
that's what they do, and no one else is going to turn.
Nami and Robin and Usopp are trying to hide the fact that the guys are down there.
Oh my gosh. I was wondering, like, could they tell the guys that they were there? But then again, I guess the monkeys were, or at least the whole crew was listening to them, like, very well. Like, they heard, like, anytime that the guys were speaking up to them, they heard that. So maybe they couldn't. I don't know. They did a good job of hiding that. The three were down there.
Oh, that was so.
Yeah, right. I was like, geez, like, just tell them that something's happening. There's something, Then again, they're not the most delicate of guys, right?
No.
A
couple of mysterious guys jump in the water to, set up for the salvaging, and they get their asses kicked by Sanji, I think.
Right. Like,
so
something's in the water, y'all.
And Masiri's super mad that someone is like messing with his hardworking men. And I'm like, oh, look at that. That's a good boss.
Exactly, right? That's the first one that we've seen in a while, right? Everyone has been a jerk where it's like, I don't care who dies.
Yeah.
I mean, Crocodile just tried to blow up everybody.
Yeah. And Buggy used his men as a shield.
True. Although they all love him, which is really weird.
I know.
Yeah, but he did come back to fight for them, but
still,
right? He's like B-level boss at this point.
So then Masira goes down to the ship, and there he finds Luffy and Zoro and Sanji.
Yes.
They start talking just as if they were friends.
Okay, y'all, right?
I'm like, okay, I thought there was going to be trouble.
Yes,
or something.
exactly. Right, but well, whatever. Yeah. But that's not the worst of the problems, though. Like, yes, as soon as he comes down, then a giant turtle comes through and bites their whole ship that they're on. So, yeah, not good.
And that's where the episode ends, I think, when the turtle just bites on the ship.
It's a pretty action-packed episode. Yeah, like a lot happened. I mean, this is the first time that we got to go underwater and like see like what happens. And
Luffy went underwater, which was super surprising to me.
Yeah, and like no one really made a big deal about that. At least as big of a deal as that probably should have been. But like you said, Usopp, like, which I didn't really even notice as much. But like the full body diving thing, I think that's really smart. I didn't even really think too hard about that. Nice.
He's got like plastic arms and plastic legs.
Man, good stuff. Good on him. 145, monsters appear. Don't mess with the Whitebeard pirates. This is some heavy stuff that happens. And first off, the guys all of a sudden start popping out.
Yeah, just randomly. Like last we saw turtle bites, and then next episode begins, and they just emerge from the water with like a bag of stuff from the ship. And I'm like, okay, I guess where did you leave the monkey? What happened?
Right. They're asking about like, but the turtle. They're like, what turtle? But the monkey though. They said that the monkey gave him some problems though.
Yeah.
Yes. But that whole thing cracked me up. I was like, the turtle, that's right. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I was like, wait, I thought you and the monkey were friends.
Yes.
Like you complimented his makeup.
Yes.
And he was all like, oh, thank you.
I still didn't see the makeup that he was wearing.
He was wearing like a
blush,
a little blush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looked cute.
Yeah. I thought that was just his rosy cheeks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said anything about it. I would have been like, I don't even think I would have said anything about his cheeks. I probably would have been like, he looked like a monkey, man. There's another species. I take offense to that.
He was like, nice makeup. And he was like, thanks. I really think it brings out something or something like that.
That whole thing baffled me. I was like, wow, I didn't think Luffy of all people would have been the one to say, like, your makeup looks good.
And Luffy was like, it really looks nice. And I was like, wow. Luffy just giving a compliment.
Yeah, right? It's like, should I try complimenting people on their makeup?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. Put a smile on someone's face.
Your makeup looks great.
Thank you.
So they pop out the water. They throw Luffy up on board because I guess he was about to drown. And they get some treasure, which is great. Yay. But then as soon as that happens, then the sky goes black. And some crazy, scary-looking giant people pop out of the water and scares everybody, including the giant turtle, including the monkey guys,
including Luffy.
Yeah, right.
Like, Luffy's almost never scared.
Exactly, that's a good point. Like Luffy, like that. I saw that and I was like, wait, when does Luffy get scared? And these guys are like huge, like bigger than the giants that we have seen. Like it does look like the apocalypse is about to happen.
And I like how the turtle was there for perspective because the turtle was super gigantic.
Yes, it looked like it was as big of a ship.
Yeah, and then we just see the turtles so little.
Yep.
Like by these giant things that we don't know what
like as
they
if we were to look at a turtle, that would be what it was like for these giants. And that was a pretty scary moment. Yeah, I was like, yikes. I forgot this moment too. Mm-hmm. So everyone is rowing as fast as possible, which is pretty funny because, you know, like you said, Luffy never gets scared. Mm-mm. Yeah. But
no, he's always just excited about something new.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like,
bad
nope.
things. Yeah. So they row there really quickly, escaping Mashira's stuff, but lo and behold, Mashira is also on the ship too. Yeah. It's like, wow, that was real close, guys.
And then they just drop him off.
They kick him off.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's rude.
That was rude, and he's just like there. Poor Mashira.
Oh, well. Okay, that's cool. I'll just wait in the water. He's a good swimmer. I was like, I couldn't do it. I can't tread water for like more than 10 seconds. I'm like, okay, time to drown.
Yeah. But even, and then Usopp's like telling Chopper, like, no need to worry. I beat 10 of those like before. And I'm like, why
Chopper's
are you
like, wow.
He's so super impressed. Chopper's so gullible. He's always just admiring people.
It's like, oh, Chopper, don't change, but don't change. You know what I mean? I love it though. But then, they're wondering like what to do now. They're wondering what to do now that they saw the giants, and luckily Robin comes up with lots of great ideas.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So first, she said that she stole an eternal pose, which would take him to a nearby town called Jaya, right? Which is a great thing. It's amazing because while everyone's freaking out and living in the moment, Robin's thinking 10 steps ahead.
Yeah, because they don't know, like they found this map to Skypiea, and they don't know how to get there. Like log post.
Because also the log pose is pointing straight up. And Robin says some cool words too. He's like, always trust your equipment, especially like while you're in the Grand Line, where I'm like, deep words.
Yeah, and so they can't just go to another island because their log post is set on the Sky Island.
Exactly.
Right?
They don't know how to get there. So Luffy's like, let's go there. How do we get there? I don't know. Let's go to the next place. But what if we go that place and it ruins it? Well, let's go up there. It's like, geez, Luffy. Let's leave the smart things.
So they figure they're going to go to Jaya and try not to stay long enough for their log post to reset.
Yes, exactly. And Robin was piecing together the skull, where she found out that this was from an ancient civilization. And she saw that there was probably a mutiny that happened by just piecing together a skull. Yeah. So Robin, again, with the good points.
Archaeology has gotten pretty useful.
You know, like honestly, if you said archaeology, I would have been like, that sounds useless and lame. And it's like for a pirate ship thing. But then it's like, oh wait, this is way more important, especially for actually getting money, right?
Yeah. For understanding treasure and where it is and the people who left it there, I guess.
Yeah. So good stuff. Good. And then also, I just love Robin. I'm gonna gush about Robin quite a bit. Just like, did you see her? Did you see my baby?
I like her.
Honestly, she's out of my league.
I have to accept that as the episodes go by, I like Robin more and more.
Yes.
Definitely quicker than I liked now.
Yes. I agree. Like where there is still like a sort of like, but then Robin has proven herself time and time again. I think already. They're wondering where to go. They're like, okay, I guess let's go to Giant. And as that happens, we go back to an old familiar foe for some reason, Buggy.
Yes. Who has new makeup.
Yes.
His lips are green now.
Yeah, I don't understand the green. Like it sort of makes him look sick.
Yes. Yeah. It does.
I don't like it as much, but I do like the change in look though. Yeah. So. Yeah, but also at the same time, it's not just Buggy that we see in Alvita. We also see Ace.
Yes.
Which is really random.
Right? Ace just shows up.
Yeah, and starts eating their food.
Starts eating their food, and he's just like, relaxed, just like, hey, keep going about what you were talking about.
What? Oh, okay.
And then...
And he falls asleep.
He falls asleep while eating again.
Yes. And, I was just like, wow.
And the men are like, let's just... get rid of him now that he's sleeping. And Buggy's like, nope, don't mess with him because he's got a white beard tattoo, and that means that we can't mess with him. Why he doesn't say?
Didn't say?
No.
Okay.
He just says like, we shouldn't mess with Whitebeard or his men.
Gotcha.
So
do you have any ideas?
I have no idea. I have no idea about the giant people that show up or the Whitebeard.
It's quite a
warning.
bit. Yes, it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit.
I know.
Well,
I know. I can't wait to just see. Yeah.
Yes.
I just want to know.
Exactly. I'm very excited for you to see.
I am
more
very, But I am resisting the urge of just looking for
Don't
it.
do it.
Looking what
Absolutely
it means.
do not.
I know. I can't.
And if any of you guys, any of you listeners spoil any of this, I'm going to be mad at y'all, right? I'm going to come for you somehow, all right?
They'll go to my Twitter and leave me spoilers or explanations.
Don't want any of that. Trying to keep this experience pure and unadulterated. Like, when I got to this point, people spoiled some big things for me.
Yeah?
I don't understand.
That sucks.
I told them, like, yeah, I just made episode 99. I'm about to make it to 100. Someone spoiled some heavy, big stuff. I was like, why would you do that?
Wow.
Yeah, spoiling is not cool.
Bad friend right there.
Honestly, and this guy was a nice guy, too. I was like...
Why would you do that?
I legitimately told him I'm on episode 99. And he's like, well, here's what happens later on. I'm like, what? And then it happened again when I was on episode 300.
Maybe he just secretly hates you.
Probably.
I'm just kidding.
Probably.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right? The funny stupid thing is, like, this happened again to a separate person. When I was on episode 300. Well, this happens in the future. I'm like, what?
Why?
Why would you? Luckily, it's the same spoiler, but at the same time, I was like, why would you do this? I have no clue why you would say this again. Well, we're not going to spoil this ad for you.
For all you collectors out there, episode of Sabo is now available on Blu-ray and DVD. So you can now watch it dubbed for the first time. Adventure of Nebulandia is also up for pre-order. It'll be coming out on June 18th, dubbed for the first time. These and all other episodes we talked about are available on home video at the Funimation Shop on our website. So be sure to check those out and add One Piece to your shelf.
Episode 146. Quit Dreaming. Mocktown, the town of ridicule.
So you said you had some questions about Mocktown, right?
I was so confused when I started watching this episode, and I couldn't even wait. Like, I just legit told you, like, hey, Godswill, I'm very confused.
Gotcha, because I was like, I'll save it for the podcast. If you have any questions, I'll help you.
You didn't answer me.
I'm trying.
With any answers,
you know, I do want it. Hey, it makes for good podcast material, doesn't it, right?
It does, it does. No, it was all... I get very desperate when introductions are made.
Yes.
You know, obviously you don't know everything from the beginning of the episode. Exactly. And I'm there like, I just want all the info.
Which is great.
Tell me.
It's great. Like, I do want to tell you things. I'm just sort of like, if I tell you, will this ruin things?
Probably.
Yes. Because also I'm like, what knowledge do you know and what do you not know? Anyways, we first off see some seagulls just dropping all of a sudden, like, on their ship.
Yeah.
And Chopper's like, someone shot them. Everyone's like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we're too far away. Nobody can shoot them.
Lo and behold.
But he was right. Somebody was shooting seagulls.
Although I was like, why are you shooting these seagulls?
Yeah, for no reason.
Yeah, right, no reason. And he's just like, sorry, seagulls, but someone's got to shoot you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we see just one sniper just shooting way far out, so that's a little worrisome. And then we make it to Mocktown. So we see in Mocktown that this place is full of pirate ships, and it has some weird pirates. Including this one really rude guy, like, who's playing cards, and he's like, hey, you cheated, and he knocks some guy out of like a 3-story building.
Yeah, everybody's like this in this island.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
So Luffy and Zoro are like, yeah, pirates, a place full of pirates, yay. And so they are gonna run off and explore, and Nami's like, okay, I'm gonna come with, keep them out of trouble, which I think was a good decision. Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah. Some people said they thought it was annoying, but I was like,
no, because they are very quick to get into trouble.
Absolutely.
Always. Like, Zoro just wants to fight, and Luffy's like, yeah, Luffy just wants to fight.
Yeah. So you put the most pugnacious knuckleheads to go out there by themselves.
In a place full of pirates that are already fighting amongst themselves.
And I'm just sort of like, it makes sense to me, especially if you're trying to find some information on how to get
quickly.
This guy. Exactly. That's why I was like, someone has to do it. You know? Robin went off on her own. She's like, I'm going to go shop. Peace, y'all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but Robin is level-headed.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, you only have 2 level heads pretty much, right? Usopp and Chopper aren't going to be level-headed. They're always, they get swept into the moment, right?
Yeah.
Like, they'll try to be level-headed, but they're like, oh my God, I guess, right? Sanji doesn't care about them. Yeah. And, you know, Robin's off doing her own thing, so someone has to help these boys out, right?
Yeah.
So, I agree. I personally agree. Usopp and Chopper don't want to go. They don't want to go, so they're like, we're going to stay on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good.
They meet this guy, this weird guy, with apples.
Yeah, he falls off his horse. And then he falls off his horse, and then they're like, I guess we'll help him out. And they help him out, and the horse falls over too. And the guy is like, hey, thanks for helping me. Here's some apples. And then
and Luffy just bites into it. It's like, have you learned nothing from any fairy tale?
I mean, don't get me wrong, you're exactly right. But I probably would have been that guy too.
To just bite into a stranger's apple?
Yes.
Okay.
I probably would have been that guy too. Anyways, and the house that's right by there, the house blows up, and then someone was like, that guy just gave him an apple. Oh, man, which definitely put everyone on edge. And the guy was like, if it was the wrong apple, you would have died from the first bite. And I was like, wow, this guy seems like a jerk or something. I have no clue what this guy's game is.
Yeah, we never find out, I think.
Yeah, he never really
He's
said.
just mean, I guess. Giving out explosive apples randomly through town.
I know, right? Like
for fun. So they keep walking, and they get to a hotel where they meet some jerks.
Yes.
Like they find this woman and this guy who are like, hey, we reserved this place, so you can't just walk through here. And I'm like, what does that even, what do you mean I can't walk? I'm walking. Exactly. Watch me walking.
Yeah, exactly, right. And then we see Zarkis, the knife. Why is he called that? Because he carries a big knife. He's like, he does something really rude where he throws money at them. He's like, yeah, get out of here. You guys look scruffy. Here's some money. Go buy yourself some clothes.
Yeah,
and
he's
Nami,
just being mean.
It really is, yeah. And Nami doesn't like that.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't approve of say that could be bought out, right? Like that. She probably could, but not like that. Not like that.
Not with that attitude.
Exactly, right?
They're talking about transitioning into a new era. I'm like, what does that even mean?
Yes, and that is the best way I can say about it is like there are some pirates that aren't too fond of the One Piece dream, and they are more about making another pirate era of sorts versus like all going for the One Piece. They're more about being pirates of a different kind.
Just being the mean kind of
yes,
pirates.
That's what I would say. Yes. The get money kind.
Yeah, exactly. Just explode people kind.
Yes.
Because.
Exactly. So, yeah. They all go off their own way. Nami's doing a pretty good job of keeping them out of trouble because, this is rude stuff that they're going through. Honestly, this is the best cases to fight, but she still has her eye on the goal. Get the map, get some information on going to Skypiea. Let's not get into a fight yet. They go to a different spot and be like, okay, let's get some food, right? Yeah, right?
Yeah, and I think Luffy orders steaks.
Yes.
And then the guy next to him is eating pies.
Yes.
They start, fighting
yes.
about what's best.
Yes.
Like the steaks or the pies.
Oh, my gosh.
That are both the most delicious they've ever had.
Or the most horrible thing that they had, right? Luffy doesn't like the pie.
Yeah.
And then this other guy doesn't like the steak.
And then they start give me I don't know how
50.
many. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I want 50 steaks. Well, I want 51 pies. Well, I want 52 steaks.
It's
like,
Nami's like, we can't pay for 52 steaks.
Jeez,
Shut
true,
up,
right? I know, right? It's like, well, why are we fighting over this, right?
Right.
It's like these guys could either be best friends or horrible enemies.
And I'm like, why not both?
Right?
They can both be
steak
delicious.
and pie sounds good. Not together, but one after the other.
Yeah, a course and then dessert.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly. Pie and then the steak. So, yes, anyways, another guy comes into the bar, apparently the leader of the jerks that we just saw before.
Yeah.
His name's Bellamy. And he comes to the bar once he learns that Luffy has a bounty of 30 million. Although he's mistaken.
Yeah.
So he comes to the bar and he's looking for Luffy and he orders Luffy some juice because, Luffy doesn't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
And then he smashes his face into the bar.
Yeah. He's drinking it.
Yes.
Why?
That's rude. In a way of it's not even to capture his bounty. It's just to sort of show him up and just be like, I have the big bounty here.
Yeah.
Like a jerk.
Nobody cares.
Are you right?
It's like that Jurassic Park meme. It's like, nobody cares.
This guy has 30 million. This guy has 50 million. See, look, no one cares, right? That's a good one. I like that. A good point, because before this, no one was counting bounties as much, except for the Marines, of course.
Yeah.
So it's only these guys who care so much about like, well, I have 55 million.
Yeah.
Well, this guy has 30 million. This guy has 10 million. It's like it's only these guys.
It's sort of like a ranking system for them. I'm like, okay, I guess.
To be fair, Luffy and Zoro don't know like how much they
have.
Yeah,
they don't know yet.
The real amount. Like, so what happens is Nami, tells him not to fight, but is shocked on what's happening, right?
Yeah.
Because Zoro is about to cut Bellamy up. She's trying to immediately find more information. Like, she's trying to get them out of there as quick as possible. So she asks the bartender, hey, do you have any information on Skypiea so they can hopefully get out of there? But everyone hears about that and starts laughing at her and at them for thinking that Skypiea exists.
Yeah, and Bellamy goes to this whole speech about not believing in dreams of One Piece, and I'm like, what do you care? Like, I hate when people, and there are people who do this a lot, like...
Haters.
Yeah,
haters,
just haters that just want to crush on other people's hopes and dreams. And it's like...
my hopes and
and I get it if you don't believe in a certain thing or the possibility of a thing, but that doesn't mean you have to go crushing other people down.
Absolutely.
I mean, what did they ever do to you?
Absolutely, but... It's such a bummer, and like it's guys like this, like the bullies. They're bullies, where they think that they got it all. They got money, they got power.
They know better.
Exactly, but then again, they don't know better, and they start, as they're like giving this speech and like making fun of them, they actually start trying to beat up Luffy and Zoro. It causes a whole big skirmish where Luffy and Zoro just takes it. And actually, Luffy commands Zoro, don't fight back.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
And they're taking a hard beating. And I think that's where the episode ends.
Man. Yeah, what did you feel when you first saw this moment?
I don't know. Because it sort of reminded me of that Shanks thing back in the day.
Dang.
Because I feel like it was sort of the same situation. Like, he takes a drink, then he gets his like, not exactly the same, but, these guys come in, they start a ruckus, and...
They just sort of accept it.
Yeah, but Luffy's actually taking a beating. Like, Shanks didn't take a beating. And I'm like, Luffy, just punch this guy.
Yeah, it's a little different,
Or
honestly.
just leave.
Yeah.
He's just, like, lying there on the floor, just taking a beating.
At him, right?
And I'm like, he just said dreams are not real. Are you gonna take that? I was so mad.
Yes.
I was, like, in Nami level.
Yes.
Like, because Nami's also, like, Superman. I'm like... Just kick their butt.
Right? I felt the same way too.
And then Zoro's like obeying orders, and I'm like, stop being a good first mate.
For once, right? No. Zoro's always a good first mate. You're exactly right about that. But like, I do think like it was like, wow, this was very extra.
Yeah.
Seeing the level that they go. The first time I saw this, I was livid too. I was like, what's going on? Why are they not fighting back? So I asked this question on our Twitter page, which is One Piece Anime, and I asked this question on our Facebook page, which is One Piece Official. How did this particular moment affect you when you first saw it? Some people gave some great answers. So VV Virgo912 on Twitter says, I was ready for them to whoop some ass, and was kind of mad when they didn't. But when Luffy came back a little bit later on in a few episodes, it was so cool.
Yeah.
PDX Anime says, I was scared at first. Then I realized it showed Luffy's and Zoro's maturity. They are showing it takes more strength to hold back than to fight. Which I didn't see that at first.
I didn't see that at all, I guess.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like we've been in other situations where it would have been the mature thing to hold back, and they didn't.
Now they want to stop, not fight, right? Exactly. Like I agree with you. Like where it's like, now you guys don't want to fight. Now you guys want to be mature.
Like these guys are mean. They deserve.
They deserve to get their ass whipped, right? But no, someone show them how the streets go, right? No. Now we gotta be mature. Now we gotta be peaceful. No, when it came to trying to save Nami's life, whoop some ass. When it came time to pay for stuff at the store, whoop some ass, right?
When they wanted to collect the tax for the ship, whoop some ass.
Right, whoop some ass. That should be the title episode. Whoop some ass, right? Mohammed on Facebook says, it showed me how immature and linear-minded my 14-year-old self was. It requires strength to stand up for what you believe, and even more so for others. But it takes real wisdom to choose one's confrontations, because some of them are just not worth it. I'm like, ooh, deep words. Deep words.
And here we are yelling, whoops.
Whoop some ass. I'm about
You are the bigger man.
Yeah, not
Mohammed.
me. Because Don't get me wrong. Other situations, I would have been nice and calm. But here, I would have been trying to... Everybody in here, including the bartenders, getting it. All right? I don't care. I don't care who you are. Nami, get out of the office because I'm about to whoop some ass. So episode 147, Distinguished Pirates. A man who talks of dreams and the king of undersea search. So TLDR, they did not whoop some ass. They got their ass whooped. Sad days.
And until Nami literally drags them out of there.
Man, that was tough to watch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pure humiliation.
Mm-hmm. They got bottles thrown at them. Everyone was just taking turns on beating them up. Mm-hmm. And they're even thinking about coming after Nami. They even said, like, hey, we'll buy you.
Yeah.
I was like, geez.
Who says that? And Tsunami.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mm-hmm. It's just you guys are horrible people. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, luckily, Nami keeps her cool. You know, she was trying to urge them to fight, but she drags the boys out, you know, while everyone's laughing at them. Mm-hmm. And it's horrible. Yep. But as they drag them out, the cherry pie man, I like that, you know, right before you were saying, the cherry pie man.
Yeah, cherry pie man, because we don't know his name.
Yeah, they haven't said his name yet. No. So, the cherry pie man talks to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
He sees them walking out of the bar, and he tells them, like, he believes in dreams, too. So he's the right kind of pirate also. Mm-hmm. In that town full of just mean Pirates of the Caribbean pirates.
Yeah, right. The real pirates. I mean, it's like, these pirates aren't pirates, even though they're real pirates.
Yeah, exactly. They're just a different kind of pirates.
Yeah, it's different kind. So, but he gives a pretty cool speech, though, like, where he's like, dreams are the real thing, you know? And Sanji and Zoro won their fight by not fighting.
I didn't get that.
Me neither. But I didn't get that either. But, I mean, seeing some of these answers here, although I still sort of don't get it, to be honest. You know, like, whereas, like...
Maybe a little punch?
Yeah, like, honestly. Like, whereas, like, this is self-defense here. Like, it's not... And also, like, this is, like, the place where pirates rule. Mm-hmm. You know, like, what Marines are going to come after you? It's one thing in other places where it's, like, don't fight back, you know, because, you know, Marines are going to come after us, or... You know, like, for example, Alabasta. Luffy was just getting in trouble constantly, you know, getting in fights or stealing people's food or stealing this and that, right? And Marines chasing them the whole time, right? Here, it's like, this is the place to self-defend. But, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that, if not, like, they were still looking for research, you know, for Skypiea, then sure, I would say that would be mature too. But personally, I don't get it. But if anything, it was like the battle of pride, I guess. Like, where it's like, we're so much stronger than you that it's sort of like a toddler beating up on an adult.
I guess.
Then again, if a toddler beats you up still, come on, man.
You let a toddler beat you?
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I still don't really get like how that's the mature thing.
Do you think that maybe it's sort of a metaphor of, you know, not having to explain or convince anybody else about your own dreams?
True.
Like,
that's a good point.
Like, I don't have to fight you to convince you of what I'm trying to do or that my dream is real, because I already know. So,
yes. I think that,
no matter how much you kick me,
look at you.
Like,
see?
you're not going to
the wise
make that
Josellie right here, the guru. That's words right there. Exactly right. I was like, you showed me something. Which I would say that's the only thing I would see that as.
I guess. It just came to mind. I feel like that's the only thing that I find as a good reason for it.
I think that would be the only thing. Because otherwise, I'm like, self-defense, you know, like, of just like, hey, we're not going to take your punches.
Yeah.
But, got
my face all bloody.
You're right. I guess they're luckily, like, not the underdogs as much anymore, at least here. I still think that they should have whooped some ass, but like, that's just me.
I agree.
Like, I think in other places, sure. But it also is, like, a maturity on their part. Like, they're growing as characters. Whereas, like, before, they definitely would have gotten a fight. Here they are actually thinking about the fights they get into, which is nice. Mm-hmm. Hopefully this will be a more recurring theme as we keep on going. Mm-hmm. Yep. So.
And then we go back to the ship where Usopp's trying to make some repairs to the ship. And I think Sanji's helping out, right?
No, he's watching them.
He's watching?
Yeah, I think he's watching them.
He's watching, and then he starts saying, like, maybe we should change the ship because it's so beaten up. Mm-hmm. And Usopp's, like, super offended. Yes. Like, do you know the story of this ship,
He's
sir?
Like, yeah, we heard the story multiple times, man. That's a good point, but what do you think?
I mean, the ship has been through a lot. I mean, if it can be repaired. They went through a lot to get it. And what would they do? Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Will they buy another one?
Yeah,
I'm not sure they have the money, right?
That's a good point.
So I think they should treat it with care and respect.
Wow, look at you. Okay. Because looking back, like, I think it would have been the same mindset as Sanji, but at the same time, that's why it's right there. Boom, look at that. Like, where it's like, yeah, where are they going to get one? Although at the same time, I'm always like, well, they are pirates. They could just technically steal one.
True, they could just steal another one.
Yes, but you are correct, though.
And it's so funny because, like, Usopp's, like, not taking it. He's like, bite me. And he does, like, this weird, funny stance and face. And Chopper's loving it. He's like, that's a funny face that you're making.
Bite me.
Bite me. And he does, like, this little dance.
Right. Oh, my goodness. So everyone reconvenes at the ship. Luffy and Zoro are actually okay. Although Nami's not happy that they took their beating. But it was funny. Like, Zoro's like, what do you want us to do? You said don't fight. Then you're like, fight. Don't fight, fight. You don't make any sense, woman. I felt a little bad for Nami. I was like, she's just trying to make this whole trip go a little easier. But okay, whatever.
And then Robin proves to be the MVP once again.
Mm-hmm.
She was the only one who went out and actually got some intel about Skypiea.
My girl. And also she's looking real good.
Yeah, in a new outfit. Purple
the cowboy.
Yeah, purple cowboy outfit. Which is pretty cool. Pretty cute. I like it.
Yep. I'm about it. So, they are on their way to go meet someone who's supposed to be an expert on Skypiea, Cricket, who's on a different side of this area. And as they're going out, they come into another monkey man.
Yeah, Shoujo.
Yes.
And he has a sonar.
Wasn't expecting that.
No.
Oh, boy.
He has a microphone, and then he does this weird sonar sound.
Oh, my gosh.
And it's hilarious because
One Piece never fails to surprise. You would think you would be like, oh, yeah. We got this. I know what's gonna happen next. Not at all.
Nope.
Like, Oda is very creative.
Yes.
I couldn't imagine anything that he does. Shit, man. Welcome back to One Piece at a Time. My name is Godswill Ugwa, and my mission statement is a little bit more serious. Like, it is to choose my fights a little better. I should choose my fights a little better. I feel like I'm getting worse at that now. I'm like, come at me. I got hair on my chin now. Time to fight everybody.
I can take you.
Yeah, right? It's like, you want to go? You want to go? All right. But yeah, I should be a little better.
That's a good mission.
Yes.
Well, my name is Josellie Rios, and my mission this week is going to be to compliment more people.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, bring some smiles out.
You got one for me? No. Okay, it's all good. I understand.
They can't come on demand, Godswill.
I mean, I would say I already gave you a compliment. I like your shirt. I like your makeup.
I always like your jacket. I think I tell you this a lot. That's okay. Don't take it then.
Fine, I won't. You want to fight? I mean, wait. I should not
didn't
fight.
You just say?
I should. Zen. I will be zen and wise like you. Welcome back to One Piece at a Time. My name's Godswill Ugwa. We don't fight here. Don't forget, you can watch One Piece.
We just compliment each other.
Yes. See, I have learned a little bit. I can learn sort of quick. Sort of. We'll see if that stays. Anyways, don't forget you can watch all One Piece on Funimation.com/One Piece. We have all the episodes subbed, and we have up to episode 574 dubbed, and we have specials that you can watch. And you can also watch it on your Funimation Now app. So you can watch it on the go. You can watch it on your PlayStation app, Xbox, Roku, whatever way you best consume anime legally. That is the best way that we have it for Funimation. So boom, check that out. And also you can check out our blog, which is funi.to/One Piece Podcast, which has the information of our podcast episodes and our maps, our binge routes, information on the characters. So episode 148, Legendary Family, Nolan the Liar. At first, I was like, is Usopp related to this guy?
Huh.
I was thinking.
Really?
I mean, it was like
a family of liars?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Man, because you're smart. Genetics doesn't go like that. But
well, not according to this.
You're right. Well,
like everybody assumed that he was a liar because he was part of the family.
I guess. Although everyone's thinking on that galaxy brain right here, where you're smart and wise, and didn't even think about that. For me, I was like, yeah, it makes sense that Usopp could probably come from these guys. No, you're like, oh yeah, well, I guess so. Well, that's not how genetics go, Godswill. It's okay. See, at least you complimented me in that way.
The liar gene doesn't exist.
It doesn't. Does it? Who knows? I don't. Did you know I was a biology major in college? Yeah. Anyways, so they're going on to Cricket's area, and they are all commenting on that, like how the ship's state isn't the best, and like can they possibly even make it to like another area if they were to do so.
Yep. And Usopp is super defensive, and Chopper is very supportive of him. He's like, rawr, rawr, rawr. I'm gonna be mad too, and starts making faces.
Bite me!
Bite me!
Bite me! Oh, Chopper, don't change.
I love Chopper.
I know, right? Don't change Chopper. I like Chopper quite a bit. So they do go to the other side of Jaya, and they are looking for Cricket, which is also a weird name to name a kid.
Definitely.
All right. Yeah, which also brings me back every time to Eric. Eric is probably the weirdest name in all of One Piece.
This guy could have been named Eric. But no, he's called Cricket.
Cricket, right? I mean, like Robin at least is like Nico Robin. It's like, that just sounds like a bad bitch name.
Yeah, it does.
Nico Robin. Robin's sort of normal, but it's like, that's a cool name.
Yeah.
Nami, cool, right?
Nami, cool. Tony, right. Tony Chopper.
Tony, yeah, it's not just Tony. It's Tony Chopper.
Yeah. Not plain Tony.
Right, yeah.
Like Eric.
Right. You're like, you don't name Chopper, you don't name your reindeer companion people name.
Yeah, just Tony.
Yeah, Tony, right? I wonder if I'd ever name a pet Tony. Tony, come here. Hey, Steve. Right? Would you? Right?
John.
Right? This is my dog, John. What? Yeah, see, that sounds odd. This is my dog, Eric. My God, my cat, Eric. I like that. If I ever do get a pet, I hope to get a pet one of these days. I'm going to name it something normal.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm going to name it, I don't know. I was thinking, I was like,
well, you got some good choices. You
Steve.
got John,
yes.
Steve.
I'm going to name it something. Robert. Robert. We are so just random here. Anyways, thanks for letting me indulge. But anyways, they go to Cricket. They go to find Cricket, and they see this giant castle. And they're like, oh my God, this guy Cricket is so weird. But it ends up being hollow.
Yeah, it's just like a fake wood facade in front of the actual house.
So weird.
That's just a normal house.
So weird. Oh, well. Anyways, yeah, so they go to it and they open the door. And
there's nobody there.
But then very soon, Luffy's looking into the water and he gets pulled in. And then we see this muscular guy start to fight everybody. He's actually doing a pretty good job of fighting people. A little surprising. But then he passes out. But then Chopper takes care of him. Everyone takes care of him. And they find out that this guy has this sort of real life syndrome. Not really a syndrome, but like something that happens whenever you dive too quickly. And you resurface too quickly. But at the same time, just another reason I'm probably not going to go into water like that. I'm just like, if I can die like this, yikes, man.
But it only happens if you do it too quickly.
True, but I don't know.
That's why you have to take scuba lessons.
I guess. But, hell, like even, there's even like real life situations of like super rich people. For example, like the founder of Nike, Phil, I forget what his last name is. Anyways, his name's Phil. Right, his son actually died in a scuba diving accident.
Yeah. Well, you can die in an accident anywhere.
But scuba, though. Another thing underwater. I'm like, I might do it because I like doing stupid things. But at the same time, I'm like, ugh, underwater stuff.
Well, you can start slow. You can start by learning to swim. Then maybe a little snorkel. on the surface.
Like I even think about like the concept of snorkeling. That's where it scares me too. I'm like, why?
It's just so pretty down there.
I bet. And I'm just sort of like, but this tube, I can barely breathe normally as it is. I like my laugh is I laugh. Yeah, you guys all hear me laughing, and that is just the frantic me trying to breathe again. You know, like okay, I'm good now. So yeah, if I can barely breathe on solid air, you're right. You know, where Texas is luckily flat. How am I gonna do it below sea level? I don't know, man. I'm gonna die. Anyways, see, like when I saw Cricket like nearly die, this established diver about to die from something he does every day, I was like, bump that again, man. I don't know if I can do that.
I mean, like I said, anything can happen to you anywhere. I mean, come on.
True.
If you then you can never get into a car or a plane or.
Like I said, I'm down to do stupid
that's
things.
Dangerous.
I'm down. Like somehow I'm down to skydive more than I'm down to scuba.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I don't get it.
Are you kidding?
No.
I mean, like there's. I don't know. I don't know what the probabilities are.
You know what even the stupid thing is? You know what the stupid thing is? Like I like water. I legit do like the water. But and like I did like you know like Avatar Last Airbender, I would say my sign is water bending. That's what I would say.
I feel you need to go for what? For airbending?
Yeah. If you were like if you had a sign.
I guess I have to take water bending. Too,
okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Because I have like a connection to water.
Yeah. You are a person of the water for sure.
Yes.
Right?
But I do feel like you need to take a trip somewhere like in the Caribbean or like anywhere tropical like Thailand or anything like that and go snorkeling and you see all those pretty colors.
Yes. Could I do that for like this podcast? You know, like go on a business trip and be like, yo,
I need to see
how exactly, right? I've never went diving before and we're talking about on One Piece podcast. Someone has to help me understand why these pirates would do that.
It is so pretty and so fun.
Toei Animation.
I think you'd like it.
Let me do this. Sponsor me. This is for the good of One Piece.
Sponsor my snorkeling, please.
Josellie should come too. And you know
he
what?
He needs a teacher.
Yes. And you know, someone has to record us, so you should bring our audio engineers too, right?
Yes.
Bring both of them. Just in case someone's snorkeling and the other person's recording how that trip is going.
I like that. I am
business.
We need to submit that proposal.
Business, exactly, right? Anyways.
Objectives.
Yes, exactly, right? And I bet even the listeners here would be like, yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Yes.
It does.
Yes. So anyways, funny enough, so as we're taking care of Cricket, the monkey guys are back. And it's like, oh crap, both of them are back. Yeah, we didn't even talk about Shoujo at the in this, but what happens at the beginning of this particular episode is Shoujo does his sonar, which actually starts breaking up the whole ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, but it breaks up his own ship.
Yeah.
So as that's happening, they escape and the ship speed up. So then now they see Shoujo again, and they see Mashiro too. Which is crazy because they kicked him off in the middle of the ocean. But the weird, stupid thing is that they're actually nice.
Yeah, they're not mad at them at all.
I was like, wow.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Good for you.
Nice guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, and they explain themselves, so they're like, yeah, we help Cricket. And we believe in this whole shindig of the city and sky, city gold type of deal. And they help him do... salvaging on scavenging on the bottom of the ocean, which is cool.
Yeah, Cricket explains that he comes from a family of liars. Like his ancestor Nolan was known for lying, and he spoke about this gold city that supposedly doesn't exist.
He got executed for it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I was like, that's brutal, but.
So Cricket happens to find the island from the story, and he believes it's that island they're on, Jaya.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
cool.
Masira and Shoujo also believe that the city is real, so they help him,
and,
try to find proof.
Yes, and luckily they found a bit of proof, like where they found some gold ingots
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, and Robin comes in again, and she's like, ooh, yes, these artifacts.
She deserves some glasses.
Yeah, they represent, I don't know, an advanced society or something like that, she says.
I mean, hey.
An advanced trading society.
Yes, She said the gold ingots are to weigh stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, wow. I learned something. So yeah, and also it's pretty cool. I mean, it looks like we're even getting like a little bit of like that sort of Incan, Mayan, tie-in, right? Uh-huh.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. And they even like made like a gold statue out of a bird, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So
Luffy's like, thank you for all that info about you, but where is this guy?
Rude. I was like, yikes, dude.
And Usopp was so mad.
I don't care.
He was like, man, this is a great story.
It is. I was enthralled. And yeah, but then again, that's Luffy. He doesn't care about people's backstories. Like,
that's true.
He hasn't asked about anybody's story.
He doesn't know Nami's or anybody's.
Wow, crazy. Mm-hmm. The closest backstory he knows would probably be Usopp because he knows his dad. Yeah, and that's it.
Exactly.
Wow, that's crazy. I don't think
he sort of lived Usopp's backstory.
Yeah, right. Like his whole backstory was,
I'm a liar.
Yes, and the whole town doesn't like me, but the town likes me now. Uh-huh. Cool. So yeah, he accidentally lived it. Oh well. So, but yeah, I don't think I would have ever found out about or thought about that if it wasn't for you bringing that up.
What?
If like Luffy doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't care for them. He has actively said it. I think, like when Najiko was gonna tell Nami's story, he's like, I don't care for that, and he just leaves. Yeah. And I'm like, wow.
I think maybe I was so pulled into the story where I didn't like even see him go off or like really think too much about him. I was like,
yeah, he just left. He was like, I don't care about this. Bye.
I was just like, well, I'm all in. Tell me all about Nami.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're trying to find out more about Sky Island. So, Cricket tells them everything that he knows about it, which luckily he is being a really great resource. He has a logbook, which actually details what his ancestor Noland saw, Noland the Liar. And we go through it and we start learning about like sky wavers, sky artifacts, different types of sky fish, exactly, right? That float amongst the clouds. And it sort of ends abruptly, like where, it reaffirms that it's a real thing, but no one believes him. And they say that the last pages of it are stained with tears. Mm-hmm. So it's sort of that frustration of not being believed, but then he got executed. So yeah, that sucks. So what happens then?
Then while the guys are celebrating that they sort of have some kind of proof that Skypiea is real, Cricket goes outside and asks Masera and Shoujo what they think about the guys, because he thinks that maybe they should help them reach Sky Island so he knows how to get there.
Yes.
And that's where we get like a preview of Mihawk's face. Well, I recognize it as Mihawk's face. Yes. We don't actually see it. And that's where it ends. Man. And I'm like, what does Mihawk has to do with anything
like, is he coming
right
back
now?
Here, right?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I just happened to come over here and
with my big sword and my throne raft.
I know, right? Hey, he makes it work, right? He's never had a problem with it.
Where does he store food?
That's a great question. And I don't know. I have no clue the logistics of how he gets around, but he does it, right?
Yeah, works for him. Episode 149, Steer for the Clouds, Capture the Southbird.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what type of clouds they're on.
They say the name, but it's so hard.
Yeah,
it's
hard. I'm not.
Cumulonimbus
something. Yeah, right. The Nimbus cloud, right? Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not a meteorologist.
Yeah, but it's a type of cloud that can apparently hold an island on top of it.
Apparently, right? So, and everyone's
super strong cloud,
right? I'm just like, geez, like what type of rain is this one gonna give off, right? Yeah. So, I mean, then again, we've seen a lot in One Piece, right?
Yeah.
Then again, this does seem extra, like whereas like. Yes, we have seen a lot, but at the same time, have we seen this much?
Yeah.
I don't know. So everyone's still a little skeptical, but they're like, why not try it, right?
Yeah.
So,
So Skypiea is supposedly on top of one of these clouds.
Yes.
And that's the kind of clouds that make everything go dark because they're so big and so, I guess sturdy, that they don't let any light through.
Scary, yeah. Well, that's cool.
Cricket tells the guys that the way to get there is through a current that sends ships flying.
Yeah.
And I really like it because he does like this whole explanation that makes it actually sound possible.
Real, exactly, right? Like, it doesn't sound fake or like this is all gonna just backfire stupidly, right?
Yeah, he's like the underwater air.
Oh yeah, like
chambers.
the underground like volcanic currents cause a stream to shoot up. You know, like it's like
when the pressure builds.
Yes, and I'm like, yes, of course.
Yeah, sounds legit.
Indubitably, yes. Yes, just like my research shows. Yes.
Geography,
yes.
That's how it works.
I was pushing up my glasses. I was just like, yes. Yes.
Like a lot of horror. Like
boom, yes. There you go. Oh, man. And everyone's skeptical, especially Usopp, who's just real like, this sounds like BS.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Cricket just keeps on going on, and Usopp's like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have called you a liar.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Usopp, of all people,
I know.
calling another person a liar was very surprising to me.
Takes one to know one, right?
Yeah. He does apologize, though, which
nice.
is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you realize you've said or done something wrong, just apologize.
Yeah, most of them don't apologize.
It'll be fine.
I mean, Luffy gives a fake apology. Nami doesn't apologize.
Yeah, right. Like that time when you say, that's why I'm sorry. Because he's not sorry.
Oh, well, they keep him 100 all the time. Cricket and the...
Saruyama.
Yeah, Saruyama. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, the Saruyama Alliance, which is the Masira and Shoujo, their crew.
Yeah.
They're going to help
all
outfit
their
ship.
divers.
Exactly, which is nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, these guys are super nice. These are nice friends, even though you were legit kicked one of them out. So, oh well. I'm glad they're nice. So they party a little bit too hard. You know, eat food, drink, good times.
Yes.
And then during the party, they're like, wait, hold up. Wait, we shouldn't party yet. You guys need to actually find a bird because there's no way for you guys to know how to reach this area, which makes sense.
Yeah, because they have to go south, but in the Grand Line, you can't tell which way is south.
So there's this bird that always faces south.
Uh-huh.
So they're like, go get that bird. It's inside this forest, luckily. But you have to find it before you guys go, which is in the morning.
They're supposed to find it because it has a very peculiar call. And it does. It sounds very creepy. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It's like a creepy quetzal. It reminded me of that bird the Mayans used to, I don't know how to say, venerar.
Venerate, right? Like to sort of worship in a way, right?
Exactly, worship. That was the word I was looking for.
No, a little bit.
Yeah, and that bird also has like a peculiar call. And the Mayans actually replicate it. If you go to Chichen Itza, which is a sacred city, and you clap in some places, it sounds like a quetzal.
Wow. Okay.
It's very interesting.
I learned another thing today. Hopefully one day I can go there. Is that Mexico?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Mexico.
Cool. One of these days I will go.
It's very interesting and very impressive. Like to see.
Did you do it?
To see this whole city that was built, thousands of years ago. And you're like, just regular people with no technology did this?
I know, right? Same thing with pyramids, right?
And it's so precise that you can make the echo sound like a bird. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, right. But they did it, right? And now we got some movies, and we even got One Piece about it.
Yeah, right? That's what it reminded me when I saw this bird.
Yeah. I mean, it made me think of like a Mayan, Incan type of South American type of deal. So, yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. So... they go into the forest at night. Dumb idea, right?
But the creepy bird.
I know, right? So, and they are surrounded by bugs that are trying to get them out of the forest because it's funny. Like they have like a big old montage of being chased by bugs. Nami and Sanji don't like bugs.
No. And Luffy's like, beetles! And he starts collecting them because apparently they're rare and valuable.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, Luffy.
Yeah, I know, right? Like it's like a Japanese thing or overall thing still. Like the Atlas beetle, the Hercules beetle. Anyways, Luffy is getting sidetracked.
Yes, he is a little bit.
Oh my god.
And then the bird starts dropping beehives on them.
Jeez.
Chopper translates, and he says he'll kill anyone who disturbs this forest. And I'm like, whoa, bird.
Jeez, I was like,
whoa.
It's not that crucial.
Yeah, just like, chill.
Right.
We're not trying to destroy your forest or anything, just kidnap you.
Better keep that energy the same with everybody that comes in here. It shouldn't just be us, but whatever, right? Keep it 100. Maybe we need birds like that today. Maybe. Episode 150, Dreams Don't Come True, Bellamy versus the Saruyama Alliance. Dang, that's not good. So, yeah, we see the bird going off on everybody. There's actually multiple birds, and these birds are commanding the bugs and, sort of everything in the forest to chase out everybody. So we see like some killer psycho mantises that are actually chopping down trees. We see giant slugs. We see centipedes. Robin is telling Zoro not to kill bugs, so Zoro just knocks him out. I like their dynamic, by the way.
Yeah?
I like it.
I think it's funny.
I think...
Swordsman, she calls him.
Right, exactly. If anyone was to be shipped on the ship, I would say it would be those two.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Maybe. Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be Sanji with anybody because he's too creepy.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly.
So I guess it is a very interesting interaction between them.
Yes.
Because he's always like very wary of her.
Yes. And he says some wise things every now and then, like where it's like, good. That was smart.
Yeah.
There's hope for you yet, Zoro, right? They are all trying to find the bird, and they're having a hard time because the bird's trying to chase them out. They're in the middle of the forest. At the same time that happens, Bellamy's crew is trying to find the Straw Hats because they're like, oh, this guy has 30 million berry bounty. Let's try to collect that. So they try to go the same way that they went. They also find out about Skypiea, and they find out Nolan's ancestor has some gold. So they're like, let's steal that. So bad stuff. So they're trying to fight Bellamy's crew. So, to defend themselves and to hopefully defend the Straw Hats ship and all that, right? But it doesn't go too well.
No, it doesn't. Cricket can fight, though. Like, he puts up a good fight. But Bellamy has powers, and he's just better.
Yes.
And I think Shoujo tries to stun her also, but it doesn't work.
Sad. I mean, Masahiro gets cut up by Zarkis the knife, by his knife, of course.
Yeah.
Right? Right? Trying to defend Cricket, which is bad. I mean, like, his whole back gets cut up. They all get beat up, and they get jacked. It's not good. Mary gets broken up. Cricket's house gets raided. It's all pretty bad.
It is.
Yeah, so it's sort of sad. And also, apparently, they only have a few hours still to hopefully fix Luffy's ship.
And Cricket says something to Bellamy before he leaves that he isn't brave enough to believe in dreams. And that left me thinking, because it is true, it's easier to not believe in something than it is to believe it without knowing if it's actually possible for it to come true.
That's a great point. When he said that did inspired me, actually, like, especially like as he's getting beat up, and he's like, you're not brave enough. It's like, dang. Like, that's some wise, brave words right now because you're getting beat up and it's only just going to make these guys angrier. But also, everyone calls Cricket old-timer.
Yeah.
And I was like, he doesn't look that old to me.
He does.
Like, maybe 40. Maybe.
Yeah.
Then again, I guess it's old to everybody.
Is that old in pirate years, maybe?
Guess, right? Back then, right? It was like when everyone's losing their teeth and has no health care. And, you get beat up. It was like, wow, this guy is ancient. He made it to 40.
Meanwhile, the crew catches the bird. All they needed was Robin. She just puts her arms.
MVP once again, right?
Just puts some weird arms out of the tree and catches.
What do you think about that powers?
Super useful. I mean, we could have just done that from the beginning.
She said that she had to see the bird.
Oh, she hadn't seen it. Gotcha.
Yeah, because to be fair, it was the bird above everything just dropping crap on them.
Maybe the strategy should have been just show Robin the bird.
True. Oh, well. They're not the biggest.
But they have it now, so it doesn't matter.
So they go back. And unfortunately, they see what happens. Bellamy leaves his mark on Cricket's home. Luffy isn't happy. Yes. He's like, I got this.
Yeah. Luffy's like, I got this. I will handle this on my own. And Nami's losing it. She's like, you got 3 hours before we have to leave. And he's like, then I should get running. Yeah, and starts running.
Well, good on him. I'm like, good. And at the end, that's where we start to see that other people are starting to learn that Luffy's bounty is not 30 million.
Yeah, this guy from Bellamy's crew brings flyers with the new bounties. He shows Bellamy because he's afraid that, they're more powerful than him. And Bellamy's like, those are fakes. Probably made them, they probably made them so that we believe that they're powerful. But they're probably not.
Yes.
Idiots.
What's going to happen? Episode 151, 100 Million Man. World's Greatest Power and Pirate Blackbeard.
Ooh.
This episode is
Yeah,
so
this episode's
good.
great.
A lot of stuff. I was like, this is the perfect way to end out this podcast.
So question 1, what holds Luffy's hat? Because when he comes out in the night and shows himself,
Yes,
his hat is like, drops to his neck.
Yes.
And there's nothing there holding it.
Yes.
Nothing.
Yes.
Absolutely nothing.
I agree with you.
Pure magic. You said friendship.
When he's mad, yes. When he's mad, the friendship and the magic come out. That's what I'm kidding.
And they hold his hat.
Yes. There are other scenes like where there's a string, but yeah,
Really?
the scene. Yeah, there are other scenes.
I have never noticed.
Yes.
A string.
Yes.
I shall keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, it does happen a few times.
Yeah.
But yes, there is a string. This is the world's strongest string. It must be spider silk or something like that. Cause
they should have just made a point of showing that to me.
I agree. If you didn't notice it, then that's a problem. But the string is there. I have seen the string.
No, I mean like when the
They
string,
made the
because
string.
I think somebody,
Like, not
I
me.
asked this on Twitter,
Yes.
right?
Oh yeah.
And somebody said that in the manga, Nami sews a string on it so that it doesn't fall.
Yes, she has sewn the hat twice, I believe. Like at least twice. Like whereas like when's Buggy first hit the hat. Yeah. And I think that might be the time she actually does the string. Yeah. And then there is a second time like when there's the card, the paper that Ace
she
gave.
sews it to the hat. Yeah. So. I just want it to be shown. Yes. Explicitly. I'm putting this here so it doesn't fall off.
That's a good point.
And then I would have been like,
hopefully someone can be like the right episode. I believe it is like when after Buggy's fight.
So I guess it's not magic.
No.
It's just a string.
No. Yes. Or it is magic. I mean, come on. That's a magical string to hold him back as he's doing all this stuff. Anyways, we're about to get into it. So this episode, heavy stuff.
Luffy gets
there. Exactly. Yeah. Luffy gets there. Jinx, personal jinx. Right? And he's standing on top of a building like, hey, about to whoop some ass here, right?
With my magic hat.
Right? It's like, oh shucks, let's go.
Do it, Luffy. And
right?
I'm ready.
Like,
I was so ready.
We're all hungry for it. So Bellamy comes out and he's like, you just have 30 million. And Luffy does not care. He's like, whatever.
I can have 0 million.
Exactly.
Still gonna whoop your ass.
Whoop some ass. And he comes out there, he'd say, hey, give me that gold back. Won't be any problems. Bellamy doesn't care. He's like, whatever. So he starts using his power. The spring fruit that we got to see they use on cricket and all, right? So he uses his spring power and, starts doing well. He starts talking a big game for sure. He's like, look at my power. I'm about to knock you out like I did everyone.
Springing around very annoyingly. And for a long time, too, it's like, Luffy, can you just punch this guy, please?
And he's like, okay, you're wishing my command. Boom. One of the best punches of all time.
Knocks him out cold.
Got the imprint on his face, blood on his hand.
Yep.
And he's just sort of like...
No sweat.
Didn't even have to use his power.
Nope.
Yeah. And maybe he made a point to not use his power. But, yeah, he didn't have to use his power. And that's when everyone was like, oh, he really does have 100 million. All right, we're sorry. Here's the gold for you, sir. Please spare our lives.
Yeah, he just walks in, takes the gold, walks out.
Yeah.
People are like, where are you going? He's like, where am I going? Up there.
Ooh.
I'm like, yes, you are. Yes, you are, Luffy.
That scene. Beautiful.
Beautiful. 19 out of 10.
Yes, I agree. That's the perfect score right there. Like that's all. Like I was like, that's how you show him, Luffy, for sure. And that's why I was like, yeah, you don't have to beat people up to show your dreams, but at the same time, at least here you do.
Yeah, they're just being jerks for no reason.
Do it to them. They wanted it. They wanted that smoke. Give it to them. So that as we get past that point, Luffy runs back, but we go to a different spot. Very different spot.
Super different spot.
So yes, I just want to hear your perspective on this stuff that's going on right here.
Well, I have no perspective. I'm just so confused because this part right here, I feel it's like an introduction to, the bigger story around it all. And then it sort of has no conclusion.
No.
We just go back to Luffy at the end. And I'm like, what does any of this mean? I did not understand any of it. I just know that we went to the Holy Land of Mary Joy. Mary Joy? Okay. And there are 5 elders there. They're just talking about this situation where red hair made contact with Whitebeard. And I'm like, okay, I'm guessing you're talking about Shanks. And that is supposed to be a problem for some reason. And then they summon the warlords. So we meet a couple more warlords. We meet Doflamingo. And then I like that they put like their bounties sort of to rank them, you know, how bad they are. And Doflamingo has a 340 million bounty, which is a lot. And then Bartholomew Kuma has 296. And then Mihawk also arrives to the meeting. And this weird guy called Lafitte, is that right? Yeah, he sort of starts talking about replacing Crocodile, right? Because he's dead. Yeah. With Blackbeard. I don't know. I guess he's come to make that play for Blackbeard. I don't know. Because then we go back to Whitebeard. And somebody's delivering a letter from Shanks to him, which I suppose is the contact. And
which is a pretty cool name. I'd want it if I like. I mean, that's not the name I would want, but like, yeah, it's like as a pirate who's supposed to be badass. You know, and I was like, yeah, my name is Rockstar, man. I have 96 million because he has 96 million himself, right? Which is also a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
You know, like that probably be hard for Luffy or Zoro to take on.
We can't see Whitebeard really, but we see that everybody's just like, ooh, Whitebeard. And then he just like tears Shanks' letter and he's like, he needs to come himself and ask for whatever it is. And then the camera zooms out and we see that he's just enormous. Like he's like a giant person. And
literally. They call him the world's strongest man.
Like, okay, I think that's it.
Yeah.
For that part.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Then we go back to...
Do we see Shanks? I think we go back to Shanks.
Do we?
Yeah, I think we go back to Shanks.
Yes, because Rockstar comes back and tells him what happened. And he's like,
Yeah, he calls him on the phone. He's like,
course.
hey, man, give me a little bit more time. I got this. Shanks is like, chill, don't worry, don't die.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's all good. I expected this to happen, actually. I guess I just got to go.
And then we see Cherry Pie Man is a Blackbeard pirate, and he's got a group, and they're looking for Luffy, too.
Yeah.
Because of the bounty? Or no? I don't think he says. Does he specify? He's just say that they're going to catch up to him.
They actually do say his bounty.
Yeah?
Yeah, they do find out his bounty, his and Zoro's bounties are 160 million combined.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. But, yes.
So he says that, and then we see that Luffy is running back to Mary, trying to make it on time to leave to Skypiea. Man. And that's the end.
What a way to end this podcast. Like that's just a bunch of heaviness right there.
So what can you tell me? I know probably nothing.
Right.
I mean,
one thing I'll tell you is, so the elders that you saw, like they're part of the world government.
Okay.
The Holy Land of Marie-Joy, that is the world government base. All right.
Gotcha.
And they were there to discuss what to do about the warlord system. Now that is only 6, you know, versus the 7, right? And they were like, we got to deal. They said they need to deal with Straw Hat ASAP. They can't because he's causing up a lot of problems. The fact that this egg on their face for like 1, Crocodile got beat by him. 2, the world is aware that Crocodile was doing some illegal activity. Can't be good. So and that the world government let him. So not a good look.
Definitely not.
So they got to do something about Straw Hat Luffy. So, yay, got the attention of them, but boo, not good.
Yeah.
Yes, and then also Shanks is sort of a big deal.
He looks like it.
Yeah.
I don't know any more information.
Yes.
But he's even got a code name, Red Hair.
Red Hair.
That means he's important.
Who could that be, right? Exactly, right? I'm excited for you to see more. But yes, this is a big moment actually right here. Hell, even just seeing like Kuma. Yeah, I just like seeing like Kuma and Doflamingo out there. It's like, oh man, this is like when we first meet them. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. So we've met 4 of the 7 warlords.
Yeah, we met Mihawk, Doflamingo, Bartholomew Kuma, and who's the other one?
Crocodile. 3 out of 6, 4 to 7. Yep. Any predictions for the future?
Well, I know Luffy makes it back to the boat and onto Skypiea.
How do you know he does that? Okay.
Because, I mean, we've been through so much trouble.
Yeah, I know, right?
To find the bird, and hopefully they fix the ship.
Hopefully.
And I don't know what does council have to do with any of it. Like, I think it's just a separate problem that they will have to deal with before. I'm wondering, what I'm thinking is if this is an Alabasta situation where we just encounter a lot of problems on the way, and maybe this is the case. So,
okay.
We'll see.
I'm excited for you to see
how long it takes to get to Skypiea.
We'll see. Also, we hope that you enjoyed this podcast, One Piece at a Time. Don't forget to check us out on the Funimation blog at funi.to/One Piece Podcast. That's funny.to/One Piece Podcast. And we're going to be updating that with information on the episodes that we release, our binge episodes. Go to that website I told you about, and you can find that information. And hopefully one day you'll see more information that we keep telling you about. I put up the maps like I said I would, right?
Yes.
And I'll put up more maps as they come up. So, I should probably put up the Skypiea map.
Yes.
Yeah, the old Skypiea map that we have. And also head out to our Funimation shop. We have all of One Piece collections that we have out there. They are on the shop. So you can get 1 through 57 dub and sub on DVD. You go to Funimation.com/shop and you can get One Piece home video to your collection. For everything One Piece on social media, you can follow us on Facebook at One Piece Official and on Twitter at One Piece Anime.
Yes. And we also want to thank the people who make this podcast happen. We want to thank the creator of One Piece, Oda Sensei, Toei Animation, our fabulous audio engineers, and of course, all of you joining us on this journey. Straw Hats out there. So please rate this podcast wherever you're listening to it. Leave us a very nice review and share it with other One Piece Nakamas.
Next One Piece at a Time will cover anime episodes 152 to 159. So be sure to watch it on Funimation now, sub or dub, however you like. Be ready. Peace.
See ya.